And so here we go. Welcome to today's episode of Age of Unification. We have some extra characters here. And
Hello?
we won't have them introduced just yet. Instead, we will introduce them through this way. Taylor, Eli, and fuck you, Benji. No! You fucker! I knew you would do this! Oh, god damn.
Benji was a paid actor, but he was paid minimum wage.
Yeah, he's actually a CIA agent.
Okay.
All right, everyone. Thanks for coming to the stream.
Okay.
It's been a good one.
Taylor, Eli,
Yeah, you can just call
Sadrina,
me Day, though.
Day. You each are in the Mycenaean Kingdom. You have just attended a beautiful wedding. Unfortunately, all three of you have been contracted to go to the strange part of town where the luminous lights are replaced with a dark aura, only lit by lanterns and torches. This part is a strange part of the Mycenaean Kingdom, as it's the only part where buildings must be made through rock, stone, and wood, as no mushroom can grow here for some odd reason. As you each enter this one building, nearly dilapidated, creaking as the slow, soft earth moves and crackles, you hear a solemn laughter as you see a giant ogre-like being in the doorway that wasn't there before when you entered, blocking it almost. He looks upon each of you with eyes glowing red in the dark, the only real thing you see other than his giant figure. Daylor, would you like to explain what he sees?
What, who sees?
The giant figure. Explain your appearance.
I am an elf dressed in flowery attire with a cape, a very long cape and cloak.
Next, the mouse.
You see a small 4'6" humanoid. It's got a short sword and a rapier on a waistband. Wearing green, quite youthful. Wearing a mint green tunic. And yeah, got a white sash tied around the waist. Bucker boots. And yeah, just a very small, young individual.
And Sadrina.
A dark-haired half-elf, wearing fighting leathers, petite, short, and kind of like reserved, standoffish, like freaked out about everything.
Good. As, if you look into discussion, 4 lanterns light up upon his back, and you see his entire visage. Giant red hairs pooling out from his legs, arms, and head. His eyes glow ferociously as he looks at you holding a giant, almost elegantly wielded sword, still showing ferocity as he says, "I'm glad you came, of course." You watch as he strains up his figure, his head almost touching the ceiling as his hair moves like worms, feeling out the ceiling and moving the broken and molded stone around. "I have a job for each of you." "Of course. It'll pay well." As you see, he pulls out, from the darkness now lit up, a chest, heavy by the scraping you hear upon the floor as he pulls it out in front of him. And he watches his giant claws break the wood right around the lock, and he lifts it up to show you mounds upon mounds of gold. Also, Keone, I left the stream on that channel so everyone saw everything you posted.
I am not afraid to claim that was hot.
Okay.
I would be.
I've
I
already
would
said
be.
this about the dad demon. I almost called him daddy without a single blink. And
Ugh.
Damn, we're literally 2 minutes in, and the first is real.
So now,
I'm already calling him daddy.
So now, who would like to speak first?
What's the job?
You attended the wedding today, did you not? I just need you to distract the lucky groom, as I have a private meeting with the happy bride.
fuck!
You want
And-
us to distract the groom?
Only for about, let's say... You watch as he actively scratches the side of his head, peeling off a chunk of skin that slowly regrows back. Maybe 15, 20 minutes. It's an awfully big raid, of course, as he gestures to the mound of gold, getting bits of his blood on it as his finger still drips with it. I believe your skill sets are one made for sneaking. Or is my information incorrect?
I would be curious to know where you got that information from.
Me too.
Make a persuasion check with... Would you like to make it individually, or would one of you like to use the help action to give a friend advantage?
I'll give her advantage with help.
There we go. Roll.
Okay. So you gotta talk me through this part.
Combat and skill checks. You know how you roll in roll 20?
Mm-hmm.
Instead of a slash, make an exclamation point.
And what am I rolling? D20?
2d20 plus your persuasion.
Okay.
Because you're rolling 2 separate ones, you want a space between the 2 and the D for this one.
Okay. Got it.
Everyone needs to give the D some space.
And
I could have made a really
not
mean
me
joke
with
right there,
Tenacious
but I'm
D
nice.
stuck in my head. We are D, we are D, we are D.
Okay. Sorry.
That's alright.
Oof!
What'd you get?
2 sevens.
Ooh.
As he looks upon you and says,
Sorry.
if you prove yourself tonight, I will let you know. As I view this as not only a job, but a test. And those who fail, unfortunately, will die to a very cruel prince.
What?
Now, do you
Can I
accept?
take?
Oh,
Do
I
we really have
figure-
an option?
wait, both of you say that again? You talked over each other.
Oh, my apologies. I was like, can I just take a closer look at this chest and try and assess that this gold isn't fake?
You walk right up to the chest and make an investigation check.
Okay.
While he does that, Sadrina, what did you say?
I said, do we really have an option?
In character? Or
In character, yes.
he gives you a slow, drolling laugh. Mouse, you see that every piece of gold here is exactly, well, it's worth it's it is real, of course. Although you notice that it is old, very old, in fact, centuries. Doesn't change the value of it, but it's something good to know.
Aye, alright, big man. I am a bit short on cash right now, so
Well,
I
What do you
accept.
think, Day?
I think that we should take it.
Well, seeing as we're outvoted, and it doesn't seem like we actually have an option, I guess I'm in.
good. Good. I shall give you some information upon the job then. And some advice. From what I understand, the Castle of Frost is one-to-one recreation of the one in the Feywild before its corruption. He hands you a major map of it, about 3 papers worth. One showing the main level, one showing the upper layer, and one showing the bottom layer. This main layer is where it's the foyer, the studies and whatnot. The upper layer is where you'll find the guest rooms and the target. And then the bottom layer is the dungeon. You only need to focus on getting to the top layer and separating the two. While there is an easy way. You can clearly sneak in through, or you can help, or rather, pull some strings. There are 2 of the princess's friends in town, Weimar and Sleeve. They both, I hear, are still wandering about the town, figuring out whether they should stay at the castle or a nearby inn. Intercept them and act as couriers for the princess if need be. Or you could just try and sneak in through the old way and act as intruders, although the prince would have your head, of course. I'll leave that choice to you, though. Now,
On these maps, is there anything on the architecture that looks like a nice climbable section?
you do notice that the bedroom that he has marked down has a big old balcony that you could sneak upon. Although, if you're just acting as a distraction, it would be a very overt way of doing so. You'd have to be fully capable and trusting in your abilities as a sneaky thief.
Also, can I just say, we love a husband that would kill anyone who hurts his wife.
Let's see now. Unfortunately, I couldn't have this mapped marking all of the routes and whatnot of the guards, so you'll just have to find that out yourself. So, I leave you to it. You watch as he turns his back to you and starts walking out of the crumbling house as he says, if you want to know the exact location of Weimar and Sleeve, I believe by the time you make it back into town, they'll be in this place called the Silver Cat's Brothel.
Oh my god.
I would like to clarify.
That was Weimar's idea.
This is lying. I would never.
You would never. Didn't we have a whole ass session in a brothel?
100%,
would
never.
That would have been Weimar's idea.
I would never. I don't know why you guys keep blaming me. I am an innocent person.
Well, it couldn't be me.
Weren't you the first one to try and drink some Fey wine back when we were in the Feywild?
No, I was the first one to not drink the Fey wine, if you remember.
Well, for now, you each 3 are left in the house, staring down the gold. Do we each split it 3 ways?
How much is in there?
If you split it 3 ways, you each get $750.
What's the other option?
The other option is you
one of
guys
you
can
keeps all
haggle
of it.
with each other and try to extort each other, but that requires RP.
I don't really need all this. I can just make do with a little bit, and I'll take 200.
Okay. The other two, do you wish to split it evenly or?
I'm fine with an even split if you are.
I am.
Okay.
Okay, so let me do the math here. Divided by 2. The two of you gain 1,025 gold pieces. Add that to your inventory immediately. As right now, after splitting the gold, where would you like to go? Would you like to pursue this other lead of at the Silver Cat's brothel, or go to the castle immediately?
I think we'd have better luck at the brothel. That's my opinion. I think
agree.
trying to sneak into a castle with an
Might not be
angry
the best
prince
idea.
is
I can
death
scout
sentence.
stuff, but I'm not exactly good enough fights from by myself. But I'll stay outside the brothel. Just not my scene.
so.
And so we're all in agreements. The brothel,
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
as you each walk out, now your bag's considerably heavier, as you now holding so much gold, as it audibly shakes with each step. You make it back into town. You walk through the busy streets, busier than normal, as the whole refugee caravan has came in. You see that there are guards, both Mycenaean and other humanoid beings, walking the streets now, working in tandem. The Lights Order has a small battalion now, as they're using one of these giant mushroom towers as a base of operation. And after walking past the residential district, you make it to the Red Light District. A funny name, as it is coated in red lights of mushrooms. As you make your way, you see the Silver Cat's Inn, a very wealthy establishment, as you see a giant, beautiful statue of an ornate silver cat, as it looks like it's walking along what seems to be one of these giant balconies. You enter in, and you see debauchery at its finest. Dancers of all races, from human to ogre even, dancing and drawing in crowds. People at the bar drinking and seemingly smoking different types of substances. And you see, in the middle, an Aarakocra with its owlbear, and two chained up, what seems to be prisoners, and a very, very uncomfortable looking tiefling. Weimar and Sleeve, how did you get into this situation?
It was
Why
2 weeks ago all this started.
No.
Weimar, thinks
Why are
back.
the prisoners still chained up?
It just cuts to Weimar's face. You might
Why
be
are they still
wondering how I
chained up? I
got
don't think I
into
would've
this
left them.
situation.
Hi, my name is Weimar. My life is a little crazy.
Let me tell you the story about how I got stabbed.
So, how did you end up in this crazy situation with these still two prisoners? This one woman who seems to have calmed down a bit, but is still very, very alert, and the chained up old man who is ogling at the girls dancing.
I remember losing a bet with the old man. We were playing cards.
Well, it was more of Sleeve playing for him, But still, somehow you lost. And now he gets to ogle at all the dancers, while you just have to babysit.
And Keone told us we can't just let him go off on his own, right?
Well, no,
Sleeve?
you haven't talked to Keone since the wedding yet.
Oh. Well, Keone would probably be sad if we let him go off on his own, because that would be a bit stupid.
As you babysit this old man still in chains, atop the owlbear, you both see a group of 3 approach you. Not dancers this time, nor peddlers of some fancy new drug. They seem different. Sleeve and Weimar, why don't you tell them your appearance? It has been so long, in fact.
I'm trying to remember if I actually remember what color I said I was.
Well, I am colorist. The colorist, in fact. So I think it was white. You were an owl, after all.
Just side note, DM, I waited outside.
No.
So I wouldn't be there at the moment.
If you wait outside, there will be a special event for you. And are you sure you want that?
Yeah, I did say I wasn't going to come in, so...
Okay, let us stay with Cedrina and Mouse. As you both approach, you see them 2. Now, Weimar and Sleeve, explain your appearance. Sleeve, you go first, as you explain you're a owl-like Aarakocra, right?
Yeah, I'm about 5'3", give or take. Sleek white feathers, and behind me is my giant companion owlbear, who is mostly dark and with a light face.
Are you done? Or you keep going?
Yeah, do I keep going? Is that enough?
I just didn't know if
You want
were...
more?
Keep going now!
Do you want to know his social security
You need to
number?
describe every single feather in detail.
What about the ones that are falling off as I walk?
Yes.
Okay. I think that's it. Weimar?
Weimar is a red tiefling cloaked in purple mage's wear. He looks about college age, and he looks like on Sleeve. Describe Weimar.
Oh my god.
I don't know what Weimar
Keep
looks
going,
like.
Sleeve. Keep going. And he carries his magic staff, and he beholds his magic orb.
You
But
both see these 2 very strange characters in this. They seem almost out of touch in this brothel. What would you like to say to them?
What brings you to this fine establishment this evening?
This.
I just glare over at Weimar. Why don't you ask him?
Why don't you ask him?
Me? This was you.
Have a
You brought
terrible
us here.
poker face.
Oh, shut
You're
up!
the one that bet the old man.
You hear the old man yell, "Oh, shut up! I'm finally enjoying myself. Don't you see?" As he takes a little, he uses his mouth to grab a coin out of the coin pouch and tosses it to the ogre dancer.
And you used to be married.
Well, you see, it was a complicated story, but it was more of a forced marriage.
Could you just calm it down, you old codger?
Codger? I'm offended by that, but you're lucky I'm having a good time.
Ugh.
But anyways, obviously they have some business to do with you, so you want to take it outside, or would you rather let me enjoy the dancers for at least another moment?
One of us should probably watch over him. Nose goes. Climber immediately touches his nose.
Sleeve.
I slowly look over to my owlbear.
The owlbear is enjoying itself as someone gave it a nice big old bone.
I
Touch
think
your
they'll
nose,
be
Never
please.
say
fine.
it like that again when you're in a brothel.
That's the joke.
I think they'll be fine. He can handle it.
And so, before you go outside, Daylor, you are approached by what's...
I'm Mouse.
Wait, so Mouse was the one that stayed outside?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, Mouse. Good. This makes it more fun.
Oh no.
So, you are approached by what seemingly to be two older women. Both of them taking long drags out of their pipes.
Seem to be.
Yeah, seem to be as... They seem to be all glamored up with their bodies showing off, well, much skin. And they look to be around a more similar age to the girls inside. Well, from what you can peek through the doors. But their face shows wrinkles. Not too many, but enough for it to be noticeable. As it seems like it's their face isn't glamored up as they just used makeup. As they both come to you and say, "Too expensive in that? We'll give you a discount as you are a little handsome."
I seem to be lacking the body parts you ladies would require. I'm just trying to draw.
Oh, don't worry.
Move along.
You watch as she takes one finger and puts it on your hand. I think that's all you need, is it not?
I saw him like just a death stare. Didn't know you liked
That
him,
poor
young.
child.
You watch as the dancers look a little off-put at you and says, "Well, this was a waste of time," and turn around, leaving you to draw? Is that what you said?
Yeah, I like sketching.
Make a performance check for that.
What's my stats on performance? Okay. Oh, nice.
You sketch a beautiful drawing of the building itself, with the people passing by and whatnot. It looks you could sell this out as a poster if you wanted to.
Nah, it stays in my book. Stays in my little sketchbook.
You put it in your sketchbook as the footfalls of the two Daylor and Sandrina, which went in, and what you soon to be Sleeve and Weimar.
Hi, that was quick.
Yeah.
Wait, is
we
that
didn't
supposed to be an
really-
insult, or?
Depends on your ego.
Oh.
All right, we don't need a measuring contest right now. How about we just discuss what we came out here to discuss?
And what would that be?
We are couriers. We have a message for your friend, and this is the only way we could find to get it to her.
Right. What friend is that? I have an assumption, but I'll have you tell.
Keone.
Well, you have
And
some
what mess?
You have some important business then.
Yes, which is why we need to speak with her.
Well, right now she's a bit busy. How important is this?
Sorry,
of the
hold on.
utmost
It's rather
importance.
urgent, mate.
Sorry, what was that?
Classified
I'm s-
business? Is that what you said?
I said it's rather urgent, mate.
Well,
Hmm.
she's not the type that'll just let us bring random people without knowing what it's about first.
Actually, you'd be surprised, Sleeve. Weimar takes a seat. Right. Is there anything you can tell me right now? Right, I see. I'll go ahead and put in a word.
So what did you say, Weimar?
I asked, is there anything you can tell me about it right now?
Cedrina, Daylor, and Mouse, you have nothing to say?
Not off the top of my head.
This news is of the utmost importance. It is life or death. Need to speak with her immediately.
Right, I'll put in a word.
Just reading it.
Ooh, you're trying to play it hard.
Right, Sleeve, do you want to get going now?
I guess we don't have much other choice. I'll
Well-
go. I sigh. I'll go get the old man.
As you leave Sleeve, you watch someone leave. A very hardy-looking fellow, a human heavily scarred up, as he approaches the group as he says, "Well, you three certainly aren't diplomatic, that's for sure." As he looks towards Daylor, Cedrina, and Mouse.
I'm sorry?
How observant of you.
Couldn't you... Although I did make this as a suggestion, I didn't realize you wouldn't even fight to show your cause, as he looks at Weimar with a almost knowing expression.
Wait, you said the old man was?
No,
No,
not
this
the
is
hardy.
some.
It's a hardy-looking human, heavily scarred up.
Is it
I'm
Gaston?
sorry, do I know you?
From the past, yes. When you once still... Wait. Ah, yes. Not you necessarily, your father.
Oh, you know my father.
Tall, brutish Goliath.
Sounds about right.
He was a very fun fellow, but right now, all I have to do with him is nothing. Instead, it's more about you tonight.
Well, what do you need me for?
Well, let's wait for your friend to come out. As you watch his sleeve comes out with the owlbear and the two tied up folk.
I am not even gonna ask.
Thank you.
You watch as he leads each of you into the nearby alleyway. And as the lights are darkened, he transforms into the Oni you once saw back in the crumbling house. As he says, "Like I said, this was a test. Obviously, you three aren't diplomats. I didn't expect that, but it's always good to make sure. You, Weimar,
Yes?
and you, Sleeve, I believe you both know of the now Queen, emissary of the Fae, along with the King now."
Yes.
Good. These three need audience with the king for at least 15 to 20 minutes.
I suppose we can do our best.
Mm-hmm. That's all I ask. Now, is there any more questions before I send you three off, and you two tag-alongs?
Can we know what this is about?
Make a persuasion check.
Do. What a good roll.
Natural 1.
Yep.
He bends down to face you, and with a spit-filled answer, he says, "No."
How do you spit while saying no?
You do
Wow.
it you forget his mouth is mostly fangs. So he
Alright.
Would you mind ever so kindly telling me the answer?
you roll 2.
Okay. You want me to roll persuasion as well?
Yes.
Let me pull up Weimar. I think he only has +1 though.
Yeah, mine was also only +1.
Yeah.
Tragic.
Oh. What are the odds?
Nine. He looks to you, thinks for a moment, and then says, "No." A little bit more respectfully.
Can my owl bear roll?
No, you know what? He smacks the bald spot of the owlbear.
I
still don't know
imagine
why
it
there's a
gives
bald
off
spot.
a wet, meaty noise.
Do you know why there's a bald spot sleeve?
I do not.
Because when the owlbear died, his brain was eaten, breaking his skull open.
Ah.
So when you healed it, you got the skull back on, but you couldn't get the feathers back on.
Aw, poor
Unfortunate.
baby.
Wait,
Now
I need
there's-
to get him a toupee. Wait, DM, can I use prestidigitation to conjure a toupee?
It fits in your hand, yes.
Alright, I'm going to just keep my hand on top of the
No, no, no.
owlbear's head at all
When you make
times.
it-
Wait.
When you make an item with prestidigitation, it can only be as big enough to fit in the palm of your hand.
Oh, it's a small toupee.
Can I make a different request? Instead of a toupee, can you make it a top hat?
Okay, yes, I'll make a very small little baby top hat.
You put the tiny top hat onto the owlbear. It doesn't cover anything except for a small portion of it, but he looks considerably fancy now. Considering
Albert
most of
has to look dapper when going to a castle.
Okay. I'll be tagging along as well, but in the shadows. You watch as he disappears into the shadow. Would anyone like to roll to see where he... Actually, no, what's each of your passive perceptions? I want to see this.
Oh,
It's
mine
like
is
6.
insane.
His is
It's
insane.
basically a nat 20 perception constantly.
Yeah,
that?
pretty
Mine's
much.
18.
Mine's 26.
I have to find it again, though.
Natural 1. You watch as he steps
Yours
into...
was like 30 something.
You watch as the Oni just steps into the shadow and just stays there for... You can still clearly see him. He's just standing in the shadow.
Can
Respect.
I wave?
He's just standing over there like, what are you looking
Menacingly.
at? Just pretend I'm not here.
Yes.
Can you guys like turn around so I look more mysterious?
Yes. So, are you each off now to the castle?
I guess.
I guess
I'm
Keone
just
wouldn't have to hear about this either way.
Please.
Poor
Stay
girl
only
was
a little
thinking of
longer,
honey
then I'll
bear.
follow.
Back to Keone.
Hi.
You two are still dancing.
Aww.
And as you dance, you hear Cardin hop his back as he says, I want to show you something in the throne room. I think you'd
Whatever
like it.
is it?
Not yet.
She'll gesture for him to lead the way.
He does so, and you notice that he has a little bit more of a pep in his step.
She's just doing that thing where she's got like one arm draped over his arm and she's just got her head on his shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, Cardin, tell us. This suspense is killing me.
He leads you into the throne room, and you see the two beautiful thrones that were in the middle of the lake moved to here, and on top of each one is a crown.
Aww.
His is made beautifully, just a simple silver one, while yours, well, you already posted what it looks like.
I did.
And as you each put it on, you notice he puts up his on a little crooked.
She is just gonna chuckle, and you said there were those fey lilies all over the castle, right?
Mm-hmm.
She's gonna take some and she's just gonna start to weave them into his crown and make it into like a little flower crown as well.
As you do so, he does not take it off as he just kneels down and lets you do this the entire time, as he says.
Oh, she's gonna like straight up sit on the floor, put his head on her lap, and just lazily do it. Like she's taking her time.
Mm-hmm. As you take your time, he doesn't say anything necessarily. As you hear him taking slow, deep breaths, as if he's taking this whole entire moment into memory to be cherished. You notice that the frozen statues of you and him are not just staying still, they're moving. And you not just now realize that they are what you would now consider the butlers of the castle, and the guards themselves. As you see,
That's cool.
one makes out of frost a little broom as it starts cleaning up the dirty footprints of some of the commoners who came into the castle, and many other, well, spilt drinks and food and whatnot. As you finish the crown, he does not get up as he just straightens up his back and looks you directly in the eyes and stares just for a moment as he just says, "Thank you, my dear. I think it looks much more better now."
I'm not crying, you're crying.
Shut up, I'm not crying either.
I don't cry.
That's so fucking cute.
You watch as he offers his hand to you.
She'll hold it.
He gets up. Oh shit! Hold on, I have to take a second.
That was a very aggressive piano.
Right? Oh my god, that's so fucking cute though, imagining that. Oh my god.
Oh man.
He's just got his hat on her lap while she's putting flowers in his hair. That was so fucking cute!
Oh, I'm fine. I'm fine.
I'm not.
I'm trying to be fine, and I need you to be fine so that I can be fine, okay?
It's so cute! I love it. Horrible.
So,
No, I can't get over it.
Alright, let's find another topic. What can you talk about on stream? Do you want to know how you
I
can
could sing It's
smuggle
a Small
drugs?
World. What's the
yes,
most
I should-
annoying song?
Obviously,
I know
talk
a
about
song
the
that'll get on
drama
your
with
nerves, get on your nerves, get on your nerves. I know a song that'll get on your nerves, and this is how it goes. Hey!
So, KP called me, but she's muted right now because immediately her twin nephews were very loud in the background.
Mm.
They're like, they're energetic.
Children be existing and
Okay,
shit. Like, what the
okay. I
fuck?
think I'm not sure what happened though, but anyways, I'm back.
Okay.
Welcome
So
back.
as you offer your hand to him, he slowly gets up and says, "Come now, let's go to our rooms."
So goddamn fucking cute. She'll stand up.
And he leads the way as you go through the familiar corridors back to your room.
That's so goddamn cute.
As he holds open the door for you and lets you walk in and just see everything. How everything is still perfectly the same, except for a little box on the bed.
What's this?
Let's say it's a gift before our honeymoon.
She's gonna sit on the bed and open it.
As you open it, it is a little beautiful handcrafted doll of yourself.
Aww.
And you see there's another one at the bottom. And a handcrafted doll of Cardin.
Oh!
He sits down right beside of you, and he points to the hands as you see that both of them have a little ring on them.
It's so fucking cute.
As he just looks, he just says, "They took a bit, but your uncle did show me how to, well, carve very well.
You made these?
Took a few attempts." As you look at his hands, you can see that some of the fingers have little bandages on them.
She's just gonna lean her head on his shoulder and go, "They're perfect."
As you do, he puts his hand wrapping it around your body and says, "So are you?" As you both sit there for a moment, he looks to you and says, "Tomorrow we're going to act as emissaries for the Fae here. It'll be an easy job for us."
I still can't believe there are Fae who came here.
Not everyone enjoys the rule of a tyrant.
But I still heard them during the wedding. They thought I was the abomination locked in a tower.
As quickly as a rumor can spread, another one can take over. You watch as he slowly just combs your hair with his hand and says, "Like a glamored up princess, locked in a tower far away, waiting for a dance to make her enjoy things a bit more." You watch as he just takes a deep breath and says, "It took a little bit of convincing, but at least it's a better story than the old one, is it not?"
I think it's much better than the old one.
Mm-hmm.
Though I think you missed out a few details, including a falling princess and a crushed prince.
I wouldn't mind to. Well, you watch as he stops mid-sentence and looks at you and says, "I won't say that." Now, he looks up at the ceiling and says, "This is a really comfortable place. I won't mind spending the rest of eternity here."
I love it here, but I'd rather take you home once it's free.
Of course. You don't notice it at first, but you feel his breath upon your cheek as he gives you a small kiss. And as his lips stay, you hear a knock at the door.
Okioni, I'm respecting your space as your party member, but establishing my dominance by opening the door anyways.
Oh my fucking god. She is not moving from where she sat. Like, she's got the dolls in her lap. She's still leaning on Cardin, but she'll just tell whoever's knocking to open the door.
All right, so
who would like to
Weimar
open the door?
and
Ooh.
Cleve just push open the strangely large door.
As the door opens, you see your two compatriots, along with 3 strangers.
Weimar?
It seems they had some important business.
As you look upon them, you notice the 2 chained up folk. As the hero turns to you and says, "Huh. So this is where you've been." As he wiggles
Why are they
uncomfortably.
chained up?
As you say that, you remember yesterday.
Ooh.
We still don't have the key, by the way, so...
Is my Nana still in the castle somewhere?
Let's say yes.
My Nana will take care of them.
As you say Nana, you see the old Bureau hag pop out of the snow on the ground and say, "I'll take the owlbear." And immediately, like, pats the owlbear back, and you watch as it follows her to a side room off down the corridor.
Weimar, you do know I just got married, right?
Hey, you remember the Oni, right?
The Oni?
The Oni.
Oh.
Well, damn. You hear in a rough, coarse voice on the balcony as you see the giant Oni with the lanterns lit up on his back stare at you as you remember you've met him in Banberg.
She tenses up against Cardin.
As you tense up, he immediately pulls out a sword, seemingly out of thin air, and points it at the Oni.
That's so fucking cute.
The Oni, noticing he's still holding his giant sword, or rather glaive, drops it and you watch as it disappears as he says, "I ain't here to fight, I ain't here to fight. I'm just here to make up on a deal."
No.
You said you would. Remember back all the way in the Banberg?
She's
Nope.
gonna duck behind Cardin.
Cardin inches forward towards him, very carefully, still pointing the sword at him. You do not see his face, but you do feel that he is ready to attack. As the Oni says, I just want you to know that you're gonna have a visitor tomorrow, and he can destroy everything. I'm trying to bring information to help, I just need that favor, though.
What do you mean he can destroy everything? Who's coming?
You watch as his eyes turn away from you into Weimar. You remember him, don't you? As you were trapped there as a young lad. Weren't you
Weimar?
saved?
You mean him?
The Defiler.
Oh, good lord, it's so much worse than I thought.
Vimo, what's going on?
Oh, fuck. Oh. Oh, God.
Vimo!
Oh. This is really bad. This is really bad, Keone. I'm going to be honest. It's really bad.
Can't they just have one day?
I'm sorry to tell you this, but the Defiler, oh God. He is very, very powerful and very, very murderous.
Why is he coming here then?
That ancient
I'm
black
not certain.
dragon would like to pay a visit to the emissaries. Newly crowned, of course. And he's gonna ask for a deal.
A deal?
He's gonna charge you with killing his son. To prove that your crown can still hold.
Who is his son?
You watch as he takes a second and he says, Ruler of the Shadow Hands, a Rakshasha, my master.
Shit.
And so,
Is he talking about the...
Is he talking about when I first got my heart frozen?
Thought he was talking about the Chosen.
the Rakshasha is neither the Nagpie or a Revenant. As you see him, he looks and takes a second and says, he is a very powerful demon. Well, technically he's still a devil who broke off of his pact. Now, he wishes a favor. Once you will need to leave to kill him under the Defiler's orders.
I don't want to kill anyone.
Neither does he want to die. And so, when you finally make it towards him, he will still survive. As when you kill him, he will have magic jar transported upon himself. He will be able to survive for a bit longer. And his body will be put into mine instead. But tomorrow, when the Defiler comes, you must not show an ounce of disrespect. His very aura can completely kill off this entire kingdom, as he is the essence of rot and decay. Have you noticed that you are probably one of the only houses here made of anything other than a plant-like material? Even the hive itself would die out if he just stayed. And so,
Why are you helping us?
I'm not. I'm helping my master. As after he dies, he will ask of you a simple favor. To ensure this never happens again, an old enemy must be revived.
Which one?
the one who created the dragon cult. The ancient green dragon, Viserys. As you hear that ancient name, each of you feel in the pit of your stomach almost like a boiling for a moment. His carcass lays upon a dead island. You, after killing my boss and him taking over my body, will be sent to the island along with betrayers of the Undead Court. Where there, you will be able to revive him, and they will be able to create, or rather, revert the world back to a previous state. A state which they need it to be. That's the favor
Why would
I
I
ask.
help them?
As, when they do so, it will revive a number of ancient creatures. Mammoths, the giant predecessors of the dragons, and the dragon itself. With him alive, the Defiler will have an equal match, and either one will be killed after the battle, as both will be extraordinarily weakened. Do you understand now why we must play this game of politics, Queen?
She stays silent.
Whether you watch as his eyes dim a second as he says, I do not need an answer today. I'll know it tomorrow, whether this kingdom lives or dies. That will be my answer. You watch as he steps off the balcony, and he transforms into a small black crow as it flies off into the deepest caverns of the Mycenaean kingdom. Everyone is silent. Ooh.
I've heard that he was going to make his return. It's because I lost the page.
You knew?
I had already told you before, though at the time we had other worries. I wasn't expecting him to come for us.
She just rests her forehead on Carden's back.
Carden, still tense, you just hear him whisper underneath his breath, I'm gonna need better security.
We
Aw.
can't let it live.
Carden looks.
What do you expect me to do, Weimar? I can't let these people die.
I don't want them to die either. I never want to see that happen again. The only way we can stop it is returning it to the grave.
It seems to be easier said than done.
Been done before.
Keone is gonna look to the three new people.
Daylor, Mouse, and Sindrina. You don't know
My
what
wife.
the fuck you've witnessed.
Are the two guys in the train still there?
No, they went off to a
Yeah,
different room.
I was going to offer to unlock their cuffs.
yeah, no, they're being looked after.
Could
Right, so I guess you were right. That was certainly important.
I
Okay,
told you it was a matter
we-
of life and death.
delivered our message. Can you tell us what's going on?
The Defiler is an evil Draco Lich. He is possibly one of the most vile beings to ever walk the earth.
I don't know about that. I still have a stepmother.
Hey, I said one of.
And he's trying to kill all of us?
Well, I don't know if he's
Makes
going
sense.
after you specifically, but you'd better hope you don't get caught up in it.
Well, that's certainly reassuring.
It's not for me. I still don't understand what is wanted of me.
Apologies, mate, but what is a Dracolich?
It is a dragon who has harnessed the powers of a lich to defy death.
Ah. That doesn't sound very nice.
It's not.
They
What
are.
did we get ourselves into?
What if he's... Oh god. What if he's coming after me?
He said he was coming tomorrow, correct?
I can't let him see me.
Then don't. He said he's coming to visit the emissaries, and that is who he will meet. Seems I won't be getting my honeymoon.
Cardin takes a
Truly
deep
sorry about this.
Cardin takes a deep breath and says, "You know, depending on where he is, we can try to make it like that."
She just smiles at him.
As he
Like, it's the kind of smile like, I know you're trying and I love it so much.
he looks down at you and says, "I imagine the Draco Lich will give us a location at the very least, so..." And it sounds like the most fighting we'll do will have to just be pretend as the... well... He acts like he's swishing around something in his mouth as he tries to find the words. As he says, "Well, trying to fake a death, I imagine we're probably gonna have to fight a few of this man's assassins, I assume, just to make it seem all the more obvious."
We? You'll come with us?
"I promised you I wouldn't let anything happen to you."
I'm not crying, you're crying. I'm not crying, you're crying!
You're making me cry more, so stop.
No! It's so fucking cute!
Let's just...
She's just gonna wrap her arms around him and hug him.
He hugs Keone, and each of you see that his confidence is betrayed by his face as you see genuine worry upon him. As he finishes the hug, he tries to get back into his confident state as he says, "For now, let's just... let's just rest. We have a lot tomorrow. You 5 will go into the guest rooms along the corridor. Just ask for the Nana." And upon the saying, you see the Bure hag return. As she says, "Come along then." Do you each follow?
All right then. I feel like I need to lay down.
I'll
I
just
saw,
nod
like-
my head and follow behind her.
I'll sort of give a look to the others, like, where the fuck she come from, and follow along.
Mm-hmm.
I follow out in the hall, but I stop Daylor and Mouse before
Oh.
we like get further down the hallway.
You do so.
And what have we gotten ourselves into? Do we really want to go off fighting some undead dragon thing?
Well, what if
We
it
don't even
comes
know what's
after us
going on.
next?
Do it for the vibe.
Quite
It's just a
frankly,
prank, bro. It's just a social experiment.
honestly, mate, I am wondering why the hell that Oni guy told. Well, I don't know about you guys, but I'm just good at sneaking and seeing things, not talking.
Yeah, you and me both.
Exactly. So, I don't know what I'm doing here, but they're offering comfy beds. I don't know about you, but I spend most of my days sleeping in an alleyway, so I'm gonna take the free bed and think about this tomorrow.
Yeah, I guess you're right. A warm bed for the night wouldn't hurt.
Exactly.
Yeah, so rest might help our brains develop whatever this is.
Also, I didn't want to ask another question in there, but what the fuck's a lich?
That's a good question.
Can
Mm-hmm.
Weimar answer?
I think we
Weimar
hung
just
back.
pops in like,
Yeah.
oh
I
hey, a
think
lich
they
is...
came. I think they held back a bit.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
held back a bit.
I'd find it very funny. Think about it.
Would
He
it?
just walks up.
It would be a very funny moment. A hoo-ha
It's kind
moment.
of the funny moments.
We could put this in my cringe compilation.
Anything he says is from your cringe compilation.
You are right. You are right.
I am like bankrolling the DM.
Hold on. Wait. I keep on getting calls. I think her nieces are on her phone.
Aww.
You're getting prank called by children. That's
Yeah.
great.
It is funny.
You just got pranked.
I've been trying not to cry that whole time.
Oh my god.
When he pulled out the sword just because she tensed up.
Yeah.
We love a toucher and you die.
But as this happens, as you each get sent into your different rooms, wondering what the hell a lich is, Cardin County. He just sits on the bed, puts his hands in his face for a second, and takes a deep breath. Well, most of the day was great.
She's gonna sit on his lap facing him. She's gonna cup his cheeks in her hands. And she's gonna kiss him.
I will not describe what will happen next, as I do not wish to break Twitch TOS.
No!
Get
I'm
it,
not trying for
girl.
that!
You're sitting on his
Unholy
lap. Don't-
hand-holding.
don't
What the
play.
She's
fuck?
trying to comfort him, you absolute heathen!
And you
God,
comfort
you
him throughout the
Kinda
by
how
night.
you
holding
comfort a
hands or some
man.
shit.
I mean, you could die tomorrow, so.
Fine. fine.
Yeah, you bet. And it's your
We could all die
honeymoon.
tomorrow.
It's your honeymoon.
You kind of have to.
Okay, I'm gonna roll my special crystal dice. If I go
What?
higher than a 10, I'll do it. Alright. This is the dice that I got specifically for my birthday. Are you kidding me? I rolled a fucking 20.
Go,
Nat
Keone.
20.
It's your birthday.
You know, it is your birthday dice. It's only natural Keone gets in her birthday suit because of it.
Yay!
Why? You fucking heathen.
You always dress for the occasion.
And because it's a 20, let's say it was a good one.
I was gonna say a 20. You got creative.
So, in the morning,
We were using that fucking tail.
in the morning, Keone and Cardin. Keone, you wake up besides Cardin. His hair is messy as he's covered in love bites
Ah!
as you get up and look in the mirror and you see that your hair looks like you recently were in a hurricane.
That's it. I'm calling my resident Twitch mod.
As
Moshi,
you already
moshi.
hear, you surmise that you must have slept in, but there is no sun to indicate that. As you just lay in
Okay,
bed
Miss.
for just a minute longer.
Just very happily just hugging him and her head is like on his chest. She's just happy.
Although he isn't
Okay.
although he isn't awake yet, you can see his tail wagging.
Oh my god.
While the others have been really rudely woken up by the Nana, who each of you heard, "Wake up!
Nana's great.
We made
So-
porridge!"
Wait. Hold on, can Weimar roll to see if he's already awake?
You may.
What would you roll for that? What modifier?
You'd roll a Constitution check.
I think that's just a +1.
Mm-hmm. A +1 for my +1.
Nana?
I woke up like 5 minutes beforehand.
As you hear the knocking on the door, despite the defilers laying heavy on your mind, porridge does sound good right now. As she finished up her morning wakes ups,
I hope they have honey here.
she makes it to Keanu's room, where she lightly on the door and says, "Wake up, darling. It's porridge." God damn! Why is everyone calling me? It was my little
Why am
brother
I
this time.
imagining Why am I imagining the actual Nana saying that though?
I am trying to do very busy work here.
I am doing the Lord works. I
I
can't
am-
English today, apparently.
I am making
only
two
British.
fictional RP characters bang. You cannot
No!
stop me.
Cannot believe DM would do this. Wow.
I know you're gonna put it in your cringe compilation, but anyways,
I'm gonna
As
put
you
it in
each-
my...
as you each wake up and get dressed in your respective garbs. Oh, should I misread it? Well, you see as you leave your door, County and Carden, the Frost Prince, who seems to have been very waiting a long while based off his face. Fortunately for both of you, you have dressed up and make sure that everything upon you looks spick and spanned. The only thing that isn't completely strained out on Carden's entire wear is his crown and a little strand of hair that just won't manage to go down.
She most definitely put a flower in his hair too.
Yes. Man, lots of flowers. But you watch as
Fight me.
he looks and says, "After breakfast, the prisoner is now unchained, so I want you to question him with me."
Understand?
Yes? Do you hear anything in the background?
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, my little brother borrowed my dad's car and he's out still. So currently he's getting beefed over on the phone.
Just imagine he's like
Yeah.
6 and he borrowed the car.
So sorry you had to hear that.
On the seat.
She said, I understand.
You each go to breakfast. Yay! How do you each like the
Yay.
porridge? Oh my
Well,
God.
like,
gosh.
what kind of porridge is it?
It's Fey porridge.
Yeah!
Does it have any fruit flavor? Does it have any honey?
It's Fae.
You know, us non-Fae don't really get that. I would hope you would describe it. Shoot!
I did
Wouldn't
describe
it
it.
be like wild magic?
Speaking of that, would everyone would
Isn't
like
that
to
either
roll?
tastes like nothing or it tastes like everything?
Yeah.
Everyone will roll a D100 after eating Fae porridge.
Okay.
A nice round 20.
Oh god. Oh god. Oh god.
Oh god.
Wait, what? What did I do?
I'm gonna look at what I get.
Okay, let's go at the top of the list. Woo. So, Weimar, you got a 20. You are covered in grease, and the floor around you is covered in grease. Make a dexterity check to see if you fall. Sleeve.
I hate Fae porridge.
Wait, wouldn't he be set down?
I know, but it says as long as his feet touches the ground. So unless he's like a little kid where his feet are just like kicking off the side,
Aww.
he needs to roll that.
I did.
Sleeve, you're gonna have to re-roll it because it didn't roll for you. Mouse.
I rolled again.
Mouse. My boy, my lad. I'm sorry I have to do this, but at fit, you accidentally cast Magic Missile at 5th level. What do you target?
How the fuck am I? Okay. I guess whoever's unfortunate enough to be sat across from me.
What?
Oh no. Oh no. Daylor, I'm sorry.
No.
I don't cast magic, so it'd be very.
And of
Well,
course,
if that's the case, wouldn't he be scattered everywhere?
technically yes, but how badly would it be if he hit the queen? Anyways,
With Carden right next to her?
yes. So anyways, speaking of you, Keone, the
Disengage dash.
illusionary butterflies and flowers flutter around you for 10 minutes now.
Aww.
Daylor, I am so sorry. But you regain a spell slot. That's
Haven't
it.
used one yet, but
Nothing
yes.
happens.
Please roll a d4 for me, Sandra.
Sandra?
Sandra, yes.
Sandra.
Do you mean Sadrina?
Sadrina, sorry, I'm dying. 4, and please roll a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1d8.
Oh my.
Also, Weimar.
What are you
Yeah?
doing to me?
Wait, never mind. It's
Oh,
not you.
no.
It's Sleeve, who also regains his lowest level spell slot. 8.
Oh no.
What's happening?
Carden
Oh,
is now
no.
poisoned.
No!
As you hear a soft little cough come from him as he says, I guess must be the porridge. Went down the wrong pipe.
Are you okay?
I will be in about 4 hours. Also,
I'll look after you.
as you say that, you watch as 8 magic missiles launch out and hit Daylor directly in the face, dealing 25 damage.
I love how everyone else got pure chaos and Keone's just got like flower petals and butterflies.
Well, I didn't hear what I got yet.
Daylor?
No,
Or-
sleeve. I got
Sleeve.
a 59.
Yeah, you regain your lowest level spell slot that you spent. So nothing
Oh.
happens to you.
Okay.
You watch as me, the epic game, have sown chaos yet again where none should be.
I just
Uh,
drop my
Keone-
spoon into the bowl and just push it away.
So the only time I roll decent in this game, I blow somebody up.
That
no,
is
you
pretty
poisoned
funny.
him.
Oh, I poisoned him. Oh, that's great.
Yeah, I was gonna
Keone's
blow
gonna
that.
Keone's gonna call out for a Nana.
Then Anna appears and says, "What is it? Oh no.
Do you have any poison antidote?
Well, yes."
And maybe something for and she just gestures to where all the magic missiles hit.
You watch as he releases an exaggerated sigh as he pulls out 2 little vessels of something from her bra.
What?
One green and one red. Puts the green one down in front of Cardin and puts the red one down in front of Daylor. I was gonna use those later, but okay, bye. And just leaves as he watches a bunch of frozen statues start cleaning up the grease that is covering Weimar and the place around him.
Well, I was still going to take a shower, but thanks.
You don't think they don't react too much, as they just clean you. It feels very weird.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, I'm just gonna go take a shower. Goodbye.
Make a dexterity check as they haven't finished cleaning the grease. You fall and
13?
You fall and it hurts like hell, but it's not the worst thing you've experienced. You take 1 damage.
I'm good. I'm good.
Weimar, before you go, I
Yeah?
feel like we should all talk about who's arriving today.
I think I'm just going to stay in the shower.
I
Curl
do
up
know.
into a ball.
I do know of a small nook you could all use to watch the situation unfold. I used to use it all the time to And she realizes what she's about to say. She just kind of glances at Cardin and then looks down, red in the face.
Wait, what the fuck were you...
As
You know what? Never mind. I don't need to know. I don't want to
Cardin-
know.
you know what? I'm gonna roll if Cardin's dumbass knows this.
Oh shit.
You see a small smirk, and underneath his breath he says,
Hold on.
No.
Keone should have to roll deception.
"Oh, you're right. You're right,
I
Keone.
didn't try
And
to
Weimar will
deceive
take
anyone
the
though.
help back.
You know what? We're doing this for fun."
And Weimar will take the help action. You know, I'm sure it was
Why?
nothing. Well, I guess he doesn't want to watch that conversation.
Yeah.
It wasn't anything dirty, you pervert!
Yeah, you're right. You're
Was
right.
it not? Why would you...
No, it's her watching people dance. What did you think it was, Weimar?
I wasn't allowed to interact with
Lord.
the public for years.
You saucy dog.
Listen, what was I
Pervert.
supposed to... Hey. I
Get your
am
mind
the
up.
most anti-horny there is.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
Your main joke is doing your mom.
Doing your mom.
That's not a horny thing. That is a cultured thing, okay?
The only culture you have is butter pasta.
Oh,
Ew.
Anyways, back to it. Carter didn't notices and does a little smirk, and he drinks the green potion, and immediately throws up.
ooh.
He's no longer
Okay.
poisoned. That's good.
God.
She's just gonna like pat his back a little. You're more
So-
than welcome to all use the nook if you don't want to be in the room. I've never been an emissary before, so I don't know if people are meant to be in the room or.
I'm kind of alley trash, mate, so I don't think I'd be very welcome. But are you okay, Daylor? I don't know how I did that.
Daylor, do you drink the red potion?
It would be the
First
food.
off, am I going to vomit like him if I drink this?
You don't know. That's the fun
Would you
of it.
rather vomit or continue being hurt?
I don't know. I have a lot of
question.
healing spells.
Would you like to
Um,
waste one though?
I mean, not really. Well, yeah. You know what? I'm just gonna save this potion and use Cure Wounds.
No. You use Cure Wounds upon yourself. As you feel much better, you pocket the gross potion. It fully heals the creature, but you immediately throw up and waste an action. Add that to your equipment.
Could be worse.
Wait, what happens to me?
You just pocket the spell or potion.
But I don't throw up or anything, right? I'm just fully healed.
Well, you have to roll
Did
to
you
heal
drink
yourself.
it?
No, I just use Healing Word.
Yeah,
or
so
whatever it was.
so roll to heal.
Okay,
You know, it could be
gotcha.
worse. I've seen healing potions where the side effects include anything from migraines to death.
Yep.
A healing potion that includes death.
It's fine. I've seen birth control with more side effects.
There we go. It's back on. Man, topical joke.
Actually, I guess you can't give birth if you're
What?
dead.
Stop.
Still not.
We are not getting into that debate tonight.
Stop. Anyways, Daylor,
Do
you heal
not.
6 of the 25 damage and you feel moderately better. So, as you each finish breakfast, you see the Frost Prince stand in the doorway, waiting expectantly for Keone. As Cardin looks over and says, "You can go. I'll make sure they each get into the nook. I feel like they each need to see this."
She's gonna kiss him on the cheek and head towards her dad.
Alright.
So fucking cute.
You do so, and you see that you see your father. He has a grim look on his face as you both silently walk. As you do,
Are you okay?
I've been imagining this moment for all the time she has left. And with you here, I don't think it'll go quite as I imagined it.
If you want to hurt him, I don't blame you, but I would hear him out.
Okay. You watch as you both finally make it to the room. You see him chained to the floor as he looks up, and you see his face has a twinge of fear for only a second as he takes a deep breath and says, "Death or torture?"
Neither.
His face immediately drops into a state of shock as the Frost Prince looks down and says, "Explain." He takes a deep breath and he proceeds to explain everything that Shamira told him. How she was the secret bastard of Tatiana. How she despised her role and how she was forced to keep quiet to keep the peace and was sold off to one of her sons to make it an easy life. She hated the enlightenment and so fled. There she met him, the first person to treat her like a person. She grew not attached, but obsessed. She fled to a small, narrow place. An island that exists in all places and times at once, underneath Oracle Lake, where she's been pretending to be an all-seeing maiden that guides kings and queens, heroes and villains to their fates, while in reality, all she does is stay at the bottom of the lake and fawn over the singular hero, where he finally escaped, making it out and being captured and sold off to a certain beholder. Now, he looks up to you, both of you, after explaining his tale, and he looks like he's about to throw up. You cannot read the Frost Prince's expression It's a mix of confusion, anger, and complete and utter betrayal.
I know what I want to say, but I'm not going to say it in front of the prisoner.
He turns to you, Keone, and says,
Hi.
Tatiana has wronged you, and now she has wronged me. Once all is said and done, there are now two gods that deserve death. He turns
How
to...
do we do that?
I think you already have what we need.
Yeah, I do.
He turns over to the two frozen guards and says, release him. Let him live his life. You watch as confusion is shown all throughout his face as the Frost Prince leaves, leaving you in there.
She looks at the gods and instructs them to get him some clothes and to feed him.
As both the guards acknowledge, one leaves while the other stays to unchain him as his body almost goes limp for a moment as he says, out of all the things I imagined, all the torturous possibilities and horrid nights, this was the last thing I expected.
He is not as evil as the books say.
He looks up to you, and you see tears flowing.
I cannot offer you much, but you've brought him some comfort. For that, you're welcome to stay here. She's gonna turn to leave, because this is fucking awkward.
Yep, and as you leave, you notice someone in the hallway as the door closes behind you.
It's fucking Raven Queen. I'll fucking throw down the Raven Queen.
Not the Frost Prince, nor
WrestleMania.
Cardin, but a lieutenant.
Okay. Phew.
Lieutenant Forrest Grant.
Fuck!
He looks at you with confusion as he says, you carry yourself differently. You're not the same Keone who ordered the execution of the teachers and the professors.
She's gonna wince at that, like that was a physical blow to her.
Whatever you are, I still owe you that deal, do I not? I still
I
am.
suppose so.
Then, what are my orders?
Protect this kingdom and the people in it.
Very well. You watch as he turns his back to you and says, one last thing. Next time we make a deal, it'll be for the benefit of both of us. Though, I guess both of us using each other as a human shield. It makes us even.
Oh, that's a physical blow to the heart. Okay.
And as he leaves, you hear the bells ring. Once is for invasion, twice is for celebration, but 3 times is for a disaster. As you hear 3 rings come out of the city and the flapping of wings.
That's not good.
Cardin and the others, you each have been successfully snuck into this small little hovel, allowing you to see, well, the courtroom, which is now filled to the brim with people, Cardin, who is sitting on his throne, and now entering in a hurry, Keone. As you take your seat, Keone, you hear people scared, whispers and murmurs around. You hear major movements outside, but then everything stops. Everything gets quiet. Hold on.
She's literally gonna place her hand over Cardin's in that silence. She's gonna be like, "Nope, I need your hand right now." Fucking scary.
As you grip his hand, you hear booming footsteps come closer and closer to the giant doors of your castle until they stop, and you watch as the two giant doors slowly open to reveal not a dragon, but a fully cloaked man. His footfalls are the only thing you hear as they slowly approach. Everyone is dead silent. You notice that underneath his hood is a low-hanging tail, but nothing else, as it almost is like looking into the pitch-black abyss. As he stands before you, no bow, no curtsy, no kneel, you can feel soulless eyes gaze upon both you and Cardin. And I'm gonna need the party to roll a general stealth check with advantage. Whoever has the highest stealth rolls this.
I thought I was in the shower.
Is my owlbear also get a roll?
Nope. It's the one with the highest amount of stealth. You get advantage.
Then that's not me.
Mine's at 7.
Mine's plus 11.
Damn.
Mine's plus 6.
Mine's plus 5.
The plus 11
You know
one
who's
roll.
rolling.
Okay. Do you say with advantage?
Yep. And Sleeve, you're not rolling. I see you typing.
Okay. No, yeah, as soon as you said he rolls, I stopped.
Good.
Damn.
So close.
What?
What?
You had to be a 27.
That's a. What?
You watch as his head turns to the crowd and stares at the party for just a moment. Weimar, are you sure you're not with them?
Why would I want to be with them?
Because
I don't
if
want to
you're-
get anywhere near him. Not after what Weimar went through.
Okay.
He
You
just
need
wants to be in the fucking shower,
You need to roll.
taking like one of those fully closed showers.
I want you to roll a general stealth check to see if he notices your presence as well. Then.
Give me.
He's just staring through a wall at you having a shower. It's fine.
Mhm.
Now I just feel like my privacy is being invaded.
It is.
He's just stealing a look, you know? Just like,
It's like, damn.
Yeah. Come on and roll, Weimar.
Let me check my modifier. I think it's 1. Just want to be sure. Stealth. Yeah, what else would it be?
And he turns back to both you and Cardin County, but he seems not to be looking you, but past you. Weimar, you hear something in your head. Something simple, but you recognize the voice, and it sends chills as he says, "What once was mine must always remain mine." In a low, drolling voice. How do you react?
Armor's probably just going to start cradling himself.
As you do, the rest of you, you hear him release a slow laughter. It's not every day you see a new king and queen pop out of the Fae, but I'm glad to have witnessed it, if not a day early. But don't worry, I come bearing gifts. You watch as he opens up his hand, and you see a small pouch. Come on, take it. Keone, you watch as Cardin begins to get up from his throne. Would you like...
Is it in like a sus way?
Make an insight check.
I'm insight in that. I don't trust it. He gives a command and suddenly. Why is my insight so bad?
You should get some in glasses.
16.
You see the hand holding it. Rotted through, but still hanging on are scales. And you see the very sight of this hand has shaken Cardin to his core. He is completely and utterly afraid. But
she's gonna squeeze his hand.
As you do, he looks down on it. He is trying his hardest not to show it. And you watch as he gives it one final caress with his thumb before he walks towards it.
She's gonna go with him. She's not letting go of his hand. No.
As you get up to continue to grip his hand, he hesitates for a moment and then walks. You both walk in unison. As you go, you see the small pouch. As before Cardin has a chance to get it, you watch as it opens onto itself. And you see, very simply, an eye. An eye that you recognize as the son of the Ravens.
Oh, I'm interested.
One of my favorite lackeys brought me him earlier on. You watch as he squeezes the eye, causing it to burst and leak out of his hands.
She's gonna try not to throw up or faint.
As he does, you watch as he lets what remains of it slide through the holes in the back of his hand onto the floor, as he says, "The Raven Queen cannot act against me, nor can you. Which is why I will give her, or rather you," as he turns to Keone, "a simple request. A request she denied. Go to the dwarf holds of Orissa. There you'll find the overhead of all the dwarf houses, the mediator. Kill him, and I promise you peace and glory to your kingdom."
Can I insight that?
Yep.
Okay. Because I don't believe it. No. Shit. I need better insight.
Yes, you do.
I really do.
You cannot read him, as you still see the abyss just staring at you. The only thing... Now, do you agree?
My people will be safe.
Of course.
All of them.
Every single one. But you have something of mine as well.
What is that?
He is here, isn't he not? I sense him. I spoke with him. I want to see him again.
I am not sure who you mean.
His hand slowly goes up and releases the hood. You see a decayed, rotted, skeletal skull.
Gross.
Horns pointing down. Where once was his eyes are now black dots. Roll a wisdom saving throw.
Huh?
Oh, no.
Excuse me? 9?
Oh, no.
You are now afraid of him.
I didn't have to roll for that, bitch! I didn't have to roll for that! She's terrified!
As he looks at you.
Oh, is Thorn okay?
She, like, ducks behind Carden, but suddenly, like, she puts her shoulder behind his. So she's not, like, being a coward, but she is scared.
Why don't you stay here while your husband goes and fetches my property?
Are you sure we don't have any of your property here?
Make a deception check. With disadvantage.
Okay, but I don't consider people property.
I know. Still.
So I'm
Especially
technically
since she was literally
lying.
sold.
Oh, fine.
Yeah.
Persuasion with disadvantage.
With oh my god. 11. Shit.
Ah.
What the fuck? Holy shit!
What the fuck's going on?
This isn't good.
He looks upon you and takes a second. I'll find him another day. For now, you two go to the dwarf holds, and I want his head on a platter. Delivered to me in Quibara, my kingdom. Understood?
And you promise every one of my people will be safe.
Every single one.
We have a deal.
You watch as his decrepit hand goes to you, as you flinch. And he says,
Nasty ass.
he lies in the Stonewall territory. He poses as the noble Stonewall. You will kill him. And I will ensure no one in your kingdom is hurt.
One of my people.
Very well. He extends the hand.
Mm-mm.
She'll take it.
Mm-mm.
As you do, you feel as though the slime and rot... Oh, God damn it!
Thank God. Oh, sweet Jesus, thank God.
But in all seriousness, what fucking server is this?
I don't know.
Yeah, what's
I
happening?
think it's just one of his friends.
Even
Rest
so,
in peace and pieces.
I'm sorry. Anyways, as you hold the hand, he slowly starts transforming back into his original form. I posted it in combat and skill checks.
I'm holding that thing's hand.
Well, now it's Claw. As now,
Not a vibe.
he stares at you,
Not a vibe.
and you watch as he turns around and immediately flies out of the kingdom.
Is that tail gonna fucking hit us? I don't
Damn,
like
what that thing do?
Shut up! I just saved your life.
The tail does not hit you,
Hmm.
but
Oh no.
But
What?
I like butts.
do you like them big?
you
I
watch as,
cannot lie.
15, what the fuck is this bullshit?
you watch
Plus 50.
you watch as the tail slams into the wall, hitting the little nook as it nearly collapses onto everyone who is hiding there. Everyone, roll a dexterity saving throw.
Oh no. Okay.
Man, now's a good time to be in the shower.
Ooh, nat 20, let's go.
Damn.
Sleep.
Wait, with a plus
Wait.
15, even with a natural 1, he would still hit me.
Jesus, that is a shocking
Well,
roll.
if you got a net 1, he would auto-fail, right?
Technically, yes.
Pip, which dexterity am I?
Saving. The one
Saving
at
The
the
throw.
saving throw.
So the
I don't-
smaller list.
Oh, the one on the bottom.
Looking no, it's at the top, but it's under where it says proficiency
Oh,
bonus.
gotcha. Okay, gotcha. I'm good. I got it.
Underwear.
Okay.
God fucking damn it.
Even gods are not immune to the,
I need fucking awe of
natural
Keone
one.
card, and though it's so cute.
Well. So sleeve.
Don't you evil cackle me when I say something's cute.
Whoa!
Jeez.
As every single one of you except for sleeve. The entire.
Oh, should I do it for my owlbear also?
Yes.
I have to find his saving throws. Does he have saving throws?
You each take.
I think you just roll it.
You each
Yeah.
you each take 19 damage, as the entirety of it collapses upon you.
Jeez,
Owlbear rolled a 19.
Yep.
Yeah, I
it
think
takes.
only sleep takes that damage.
Yeah. No, sleeve is the one that doesn't take the damage.
What?
You said 19 damage?
Yeah, everyone takes 19 damage except for sleeve.
What?
Sleeve got a nat 20.
I dodged it. Yeah, I got a nat 20.
Oh,
Yeah, everyone else failed.
what the fuck?
And I'm sorry to say this, but due to it is a school night and my niece has to go to bed soon. Or by soon I mean an hour ago.
That's fine.
So, just a second longer as you each just are hurt but manage to crawl out of the rubble that was made because of the cupboard getting hit. You each get to roll RP one last time before I have to end this, okay?
Ow. Is everyone
the
alright? That hurt.
I think I'm okay.
Is, disturbed. I assume I probably can't go up to Keone because she's right next to it, right?
No, the dragon left.
Oh, okay. So I'll just go up to Keone and help her up.
I didn't fall.
Oh, I thought you got hit.
Nope.
I thought everyone got
No,
hit.
she didn't.
Oh no, it's just the people
Oh.
that
That was
made
the
it.
wall.
Okay, so then I'll just gently float back down and check on my owlbear.
What a good dog.
Yeah, that's a good boy. Thankfully, when he fell, his top hat didn't fall off.
That is a very useful top hat.
Amount of times I thought you were gonna say it was the Sun or the Raven Queen showing up.
No. But for now, you watch as Cardin takes a deep breath, goes back onto his throne, and sits down as he says, "We'll leave on the morrow." We have to still talk to the Hive, and before we leave the Underdark, I believe you have one final piece of business to attend to.
She nods.
Very well. Today's been a long enough day. He takes a deep breath.
Bless you.
And says, "Let us return to our rooms and pack." And with that, everyone take a long rest
Beautiful.
as you prepare for the journey ahead.
Lamar still doesn't know what happened. He's just scared.
Mm-hmm. So how did y'all
Hey, who
like that?
pooped in the shower?
Oh god, I wasn't here the entire... What?
He just making sure he's getting to
So
every nook
hooray.
and cranny.
Oh my god.
Why?
Ugh, love it.
Mm-hmm. So, how did y'all enjoy the session? Hold on, let me end it. Thank you all for joining this stream. I hope you all had a pleasant time, and see you all next time.